Let's look at using the find feature within QuickBooks. There's a few ways you can go about trying to find an item. Let's say we're looking for an invoice, and we click on the invoice screen and just keep hitting previous. This is a pretty time-consuming method to go back and try to find an invoice. So let's just scroll back and find an invoice here. Let's look at this one for Brian Cook on 10/30/2013, a total of $14,085. Now, we could hit previous until we found that invoice, or we could use the find feature in QuickBooks. If you go to edit and then find, or control F, there's two tabs, simple and advanced. I prefer the advanced tab because it gives you a lot more flexibility in how you search for an item. So let's take a look at this. So what we know, we're going to throw out some different criteria to limit what comes back on our search. So what we know is that we're looking for an invoice. So I can go to transaction type, I select invoice, I hit find, and that gives me a pretty big list of items here, or of invoices to scroll through to find it. So that's not going to do me a lot of good. Now, I can select some other criteria. Let's say I know, I know that invoice amount was, let's say it was over $12,000. I do remember that. Don't remember the exact amount, but I know it was over 12,000. So I can hit find, and that really narrows it down. And so this gives me something I can kind of work with. And then if I think about it, I think, well, okay, well that was probably done in the fourth quarter of 2013. So I can put a date range in there, and that limits it even more. Okay, and then I can see right here is the invoice that I was looking for. So that's a lot more efficient than just going to the invoice screen and keep hitting previous until you find the invoice.